What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Rez, and as is promised in my last division video, this is kind of my guide and strategy on how to do the challenging missions. This is the first challenge mission, and I think it's actually the easiest one. So I want to do this one because I think this is the fastest way to farm the Phoenix credits, which is the end game currency that gets you access to all that high-end gear and loot. And it also gives you a guaranteed chance to get a high-end item at the end of this mission. So basically, let me break it down for you. The first part of this mission, you're going to be in the freeway section where you can push back. There's going to be a lot of enemies on the freeway and a lot of snipers, and with this being the challenging mode, a lot of the enemies are going to throw grenades constantly at you. They're going to rush you. The AI play a lot more aggressive than they do in the normal story mode. They're also all elite, so they all have an armor buff, and they all have just an overall health increase. So as you can see, those AIs are playing very aggressive than what they normally would be in the regular story mode. So for this mission, the very first part, you're in that open freeway area and you can push back. So what I suggest is that you always push back. You never want to keep pushing forward because the AI will kill you. They're going to one-shot you no matter what, especially with guys that rush you with shotguns and things like that. So for the next part, this is actually the second part of this mission, which I think would be the hardest and actually does require a strategy to get through this part, because this is a timed mission and this is a timed objective, and if you fail this, you're back at square one. So what you want to do here is when you get into this tunnel area, there's no actual way to push back when those enemies are pushing you. So what you want to do, you and your squad want a team shot every single one except for this last heavy guy. You're going to want to leave this heavy guy because what the game does is it spawns in 3 waves of guys. So every time you clear out the whole area of one guy, much like Destiny, they're going to send in a whole new wave of guys until they've met that max of the 3 limit wave. So if you leave one guy and wait for the timer of this objective to finish and then kill the last guy, that previous objective will finish and you'll be allowed to push on to the next part. This will probably end up getting patched, but as of right now, this is probably the fastest way to farm that end game currency. So as you can see here, there's 54 seconds left on the timer. We're so cocky we're doing jumping jacks, although we have done this a lot of times. This is probably like the 15th or 16th time we've run this mission since finding out this strat. But like I said, because this mission guarantees you high-end loot and it is the fastest one to do, I seriously suggest you just playing this one, because all of the other challenging missions, they're very, very tough, and if you don't have a 4-man squad that can communicate well, you're going to end up dying a lot, and there's going to be a lot of conflict within the guys that you're playing with. So we're still just waiting for the timer to go down, obviously. I guess I can just throw in my thoughts on this game still. This game is amazing. Can't wait for the next bit of content to come out. The challenge modes are really, really fun. And I'm always, it's really fun trying to figure out a new way to do the challenging modes. Even though they are just like, the same old story missions, because the AI are so much stronger and they play so much differently, it's a lot of fun. So as you can see here, that objective finished. We're about to kill the last guy. He kills him. The new objective, clear out the tunnel, is then done. So no more waves come, and we can move on to the next part. So the next part here is you can see that we're on the roof. So the boss has come out, and basically what you're going to want to do is when you're in that garage area that you first walk into out of that tunnel, you just want to go straight upstairs, because all of the AI outside will not really push in towards the garage area and kill the person that you're supposed to be protecting. Most of the time they'll just sit out, and if you have a high enough damage per second and all 4 of your guys are shooting and reviving each other and playing as a team and team shotting stuff, you're going to do just fine. No guys are really going to push in, and that's kind of pretty much it. All you do is just sit up here and wait for the AI to stop spawning until you get to the last guy, the boss, and then all you have to do is just team shot the boss, and that's kind of the end of it. So now here you can see that is the roof that we were previously on. We are now in the next roof, and we have a better shot at shooting the boss. So what you want to do here is then pull out a marksman rifle or a sniper rifle and try and just start getting those shots on the boss. Basically, my job was to just kind of, keep the boss busy, have him pinned down, and have him take cover while my teammates pushed up and then got those and team shotted them just so that they were safe. So we've taken out all the ads, as you can see. There's no one left to shoot at my guys. You can see my terrible shot here. I'm really bad with sniper rifles in this game because there's no there is a bit of scope sway, and I can't hold my breath like you can in Call of Duty. So my shot is just terrible. So I'm sure I'll get made fun of for that. But yeah, so basically, as you can see, my teammates are working their way up. I'm just kind of keeping the boss pinned down. They're not doing anything. He's going to go ahead and pop that damage buff, and then they're all going to start shooting at him. So you can see his health is going to start to drop down really, really quickly. And then from there, so see right there, you can see Rockstar pops his damage buff, and his armor bars are going down left and right. Like he's about to drop down so super quickly. So what you want to do is, and he's dead. See, you just want to have one guy up on that roof, and then it's easy to get up to. All you'd have to do is climb up onto that ambulance, and there you go. There's a high-end gear right there. 30 Phoenix credits, 20,000 plus credits, and if you actually run up to the boss, you get an extra like 2 or 3 credits to begin with. So there you go, guys. That is the best strategy to run the Lincoln Tunnel challenging mission. I hope you liked the video. Please leave a like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This has been Rez. Peace.